Hello, coaches. Welcome. My name is Marcos Albano, a licensed coach from the United States Soccer Federation, and I want to continue the series here how to build a strong defensive shape according to the principles of defense. The principles of defense are: number one, immediate pressure on the ball; two, cover; three, balance; four, depth; 5, vertical compactness; 6, lateral compactness. And I want to show you here, we have we're going to start with the topic is defending, but the objective is to force the attacker inside. Then we're going to go to force the attacker down the touch line. Then you're going to go to a various repetition of 2v2, 3v3, and so on and so forth. So now let's start with this here. We have a 10 by 30 yard grid here, a small goal here made up with cones. The objective of the attacker is to dribble this way here, which is the closest way to this goal, and stop the ball between those two cones to score a goal. The defender, if the defender wins possession, he just plays the ball back to the coach, who is the server here in orange, to score 1 point. Okay, whoever loses it has to pay up, sit-ups and push-ups, 50 each. That'll be good. All right. So, and when these two finish here, they switch. So we have a rotation. Okay, the blue players, attackers, go that way behind the red defenders, and the red comes over here behind. Okay, all right, let's go here. I wanted to understand the most important thing here for you to apply these drills. The most important thing here are the coaching points. If you get them, you fine, because you're going to be able to administer a session like clearly, with understanding. So everybody is going to know what they have to do. So very important. Okay. Now, the first one, when the ball is played here, is served by the coach. While the ball is rolling, the speed of approach has to be full speed. Inside that one, you gotta be careful, because when the ball reaches the attacker, the defender must slow his approach and finish the rest of the approach slowly, to avoid getting beaten on the first touch so easily. So inside of that, the second important coaching point here is the angle of approach. Look at over here, that the angle is as such that this player here, he cannot go this way anymore. The attacker has to go the farthest way here, because he is being forced to go that way because of the angle of approach. The third coaching point is the posture. The defender is his knee bent, his arms opened. Is he sideways? Let's see. Is he sideways or not? No. So he has to be sideways. Let's fix it. Now he is sideways. Now he cannot get nutmeg. And all of that. And the fourth is composure. He doesn't have to overcommit, because this attacker is going to have to dribble 21 yard minimum here to go there, because each of this is 10. So we got 22 probably. So he has to be patient. Okay? And you got to tell the players there are 2 cues for them to tackle. 2 moments. First one is when the attacker puts his head down, which is going to happen because the way is very long. He's not going to be able to dribble that ball without looking at the ball. So he's going to have his head down a couple of times. So that's one, the moment to tackle, one of them. The second is when the attacker loses control of the ball a little bit. So the defenders must have that in their brain, when they go to start this session. Okay, now we're going to move to the opposite of it. Now, see, the goal is on the other. See, on the other side of the end zone. So now the coaching points are the same, but the angle of approach changes over here. See this? Okay, now I want to show you quickly. When we were talking about patience and stuff like that, let me take this one over here. I want to see if I can get, yes I can. I want to get this out there, and I'm going to get them together to show you, that, no, I don't want that line. No, I don't want that line. I want to do real quick here, but that line is not letting me do it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now it's good. Now I want to show you when the attacker starts to dribble. That's what I mean by composure. He has just to follow here. See, it has to be, with the same angle of approach and everything. At some moment, it's going to happen. Okay? All right, let's move on here. Let's go to 2v2 and 2v1. Now we're going to add the other principle of defense, cover. Okay? The coaching points for the first defender remains the same, but the second defender, now you need to understand what are the coaching points for the second defender. Okay, as they approach in here, okay, ball, cover. Look at the communication. The first coaching point, don't overcommit. Is the communication has to be there. Don't overcommit. Be patient. Just bring him down. It means down the touchline. Bring him down. Okay, we're gonna wait for that moment. Which moment? When the attacker puts his head down. That's all. Very, very simple. But now the second coaching point for the second defender is the angle. Okay, the angle of the covering player is very important. Look at the angle, okay, to avoid being split. Now, the third is the distance of the covering player. 6 to 7 yards maximum. Okay. Now let's move on, because now we have repetition here. The objective of the orange player here is to stop the ball here. We have a grid 20 by 30 yard here. Okay, 20 wide by 30 yard long. We got two grids here, same game on both of them, and we're going to demonstrate over here. This player here plays the ball to the first attacker on the opposite of him. Okay, and as the ball is rolling, both of them are moving. But here, the ball is rolling. Look at the angle of approach. See, he can even intercept the ball. If this ball, by this angle, he can even intercept that ball. Here, if the ball is moving the other way, he plays the ball there. So he's bringing him down the touchline. Okay, and this one is I'm covering. He's doing the very same thing. Okay, if the ball is played here, now is a chain reaction. He's got to go. He's got to saying, I'm the ball. Okay, look at, you know, his posture. Now he's bringing him inside, because this player here needs to move at the same time, but it's going to take time for him to get back here. So he wants to bring him this way. Okay, so what's going to happen here, if this player here try to get forward here, he's not going to be able to, because you got to watch the offside line. So he can get the ball here, but not here. Okay, and as he moves, this covering defender here, he has him in view, but the main focus here is where the ball is. So if he starts to move, he can just adjust his position as such a little bit here. That's it, but he's still covering. He's still having this. See, he's marking. I want to show real quick. I don't want to take your time, but it's very important that I show you this. He's marking all this space here and the player. Look at what he's doing. It's very important. So that's the second principle. Covering is the second principle. Okay, let's move on here. So now you have repetition. It depends on how many players you have. You can, you know, make as many grids as you want, but don't make bigger lines. You don't see here how many teams I have. Okay, if the blue win the ball here, they score a point just by playing back to the orange here, and then the new blue comes, and these two go behind this line here, and you have the rotation. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, because we wanna here we have a tournament. Okay, we have 3 grids, the same size, 20 yard wide by 30 long, 3v3, no line. See, the line is not, you know, just one team of each side waiting. And here we adding the third principle. We adding balance now. Okay, that's the last one I'm going to do with you to show you tonight. Balance. Okay, this player here plays the ball here, and he is like, I am the ball. Boom, he moves, but look at the angle of approach. Bring him inside. This guy is saying, bring him inside, bring him inside. Cover, I get cover. I cover. Balance. It's got to be loud. It's got to be clear. See, now they're in a good shape. Okay, this defender here cannot go here. He's cutting one option. The only option he has is to pass the ball to one of his teammates. Okay, if the ball is passed here to the middle, this guy is first to the ball. I'm the ball. This guy is gonna adjust his position now, because he's gotta be a little tighter. Okay, and this guy here has to cover. Oh, not the line, I wanted the guy. There we go. Okay, cover. It's covered. Now he has his immediate opponent in view over here. He knows where he is, and he's not gonna budge by him. He's paying attention what's going on the ball, knowing that this guy is here, and that he has to mark his spot here. All this is his responsibility. See, it's simple, guided by the principles. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you take advantage of all of this. And I'm gonna continue, we're gonna add depth now in the next video that I come up with it for you. Same way, we're gonna follow the principles, then we're gonna go to technical functional training, which means functional means you're going to train according to the thirds of the field. For example, if you want to improve midfield players, we gotta do in middle third. So we know what we're going here. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. May God bless you and bless your family, and you may have a healthy and a happy with wisdom 2024. Wisdom. All right, see you soon.